Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Legends. Tonight on the show we are gonna take a look at something which is pretty old, I suppose. It's mid-BattleMage, but guess what? Mid-BattleMage is back on the menu, and that's because somebody from Team Defiance actually made this interesting build. It's not the original build that I'm having here, because I modified it a bit after fielding it out for some tests and found some inconsistencies, so I added my own modifications. It's just 2 or 3 cars that really felt out of place and replaced them with something good. Tech cards. Okay, so let's look at the deck. We've got Fireball, Rapid Shot, Even Thread, Cloak, Shrieking Harpy, Wardcrafter, Daggerfall Mage, Skaven Pyromancer, Withhand Cultist, Breton Conjurer, Earthbone Spinner, Garnag, Lightning Bolt, Sentinel, Battle Mace, Marketh Bannerman, Alphic Conjurer, Cradle Crush Giant, Belligerent Giant, Merrick, Mighty Conjuring, and Carnal Vigilant Giant, and Supreme Atromancer. So what happens with this deck is the initial one had only 3 Belligerent Giants instead of just 2, and only had 2 Alphic Conjurers. So I added 1 more Alphic Conjurer and also added a Mighty Conjuring. Plus it had an additional Supreme Atromancer. Now, all in all, that could work well in theory, but turns out you're gonna have dead hands, like really, really bad dead hands. So I added this, I call it an aim towards consistency. So basically, removing your 10 costs and adding a Mighty Conjuring helps us with the curve a bit. Plus, removing a Belligerent Giant and adding 1 more Alphic Conjurer helps us with consistency on Alphic Conjurer. So what this deck does, it's your usual mid-Battle Mage, but it now makes good use of those dead Frost Atronachs summoned by Breton Conjurer, because Breton Conjurer, the Storm Atronach is easily targetable and will most likely die in an instant, mainly due to, I don't know, lethals or whatever. So, Alphic Conjurer, I talked about in the previous video. Consume a creature to summon a Flame Atronach. If you consume an Atronach, instead summon a Storm Atronach. So you basically consume a Frost Atronach that has died, and you get out a Storm Atronach with it, which is much better. It has Ward, it doesn't have Guard, can't protect you, but you're building the board you want to push for lethal. So this is it. This is the deck, and this is how it works. Let's take it out for some spin, shall we? So, starting our first game, and we're playing against an assassin. I highly doubt it's a market assassin, because Hexmage was nerfed. Unless it's my shredding assassin, might pose a problem. So, no play, but that's okay. This is how mid-Battle Mage works. If there's no play, we don't really need to go too aggro. Because once you start laying down those big chunky stuff, it's going to be pretty difficult for your opponent to do anything else. Okay. I will put down a Shrieking Harpy, and I will shackle that. No play. This is actually playing towards my towards my advantage. I'll just hit that. It could be a Wax and Wane assassin. Brynjolf. Oh, that's excellent. Like, we only need to play 1 card per turn. Well, we'll make an exception here. we're gonna start building our stuff. I'm just gonna drop Alpha Conjurer. We don't have an Atronach to dispose of, but we'll just throw away the Shrieking Harpy. And we will spawn a Flame Atronach. Now this Flame Atronach can also work for future Alpha Conjurers. Debilitate. Wow. Did not expect that. Let's see what Mera gives us. Crappy stuff. Okay, but the only creature that currently matters is that Flame Atronach, because it's a 6/1. So I need to keep that alive somehow. Okay, did not target a Flame Atronach. That is good. I'm going to spawn a Mighty Conjuring of a lava Atronach. Prophecy? What is this? Is it Prophecy? Burn Assassin with Wax and Wane? Okay, trading into that, acceptable. Mix Ox. And another Debilitate. Ouch. Ouch. I got 6 damage on the Lava Atronach. That's enough to swing twice. That means we must protect it. Oh, there it is. Firebolt. And let's ward the Lava Atronach back up. And just prevent my opponent from using multiple spells. And that's it. Game over. Game number 1. A successful run. BattleMage just got more angrier. And into our second game of the night. And this time we're fighting against a monk. Oh, ouch. Double Cradle Crush Giant. I will skip those. So I'll throw them back and let's see what we get. Is it laggy? Could be. So I have a Daggerful Mage. I have an Earthbone Spinner. And a Rapid Shot. Low battery. I also have that. I can't contest that yet. Boomer Profiteer. What's it gonna do? I'll just head for face and that's it. Will we see another card? Okay, a Bandari Opportunist. Also in the field lane. Wow. Okay. That's a card dump right in the field lane. Let's deal some damage. Skaven Pyromancer was actually more valuable in placing down rather than using Daggerful Mage, because it had no immediate action and my opponent's creatures could have just ignored him and went for go for face. This is also problematic. Well, I guess I will just have to silence Danmoon Mothcastellan, because I need to trade the Skaven Pyromancer into the Cut Pass. this was the opportunistic moment in removing the cut pass. Otherwise, that 2 HP would have turned into 3, 4, 5, blah 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 blah. That's the Prematromancer. Ooh, and Lightning Bolt. I will take care of the Moonmoth Castellan. That's the biggest amount of damage. Actually don't care about Rumor Profiteer. Not much that it can do. So Moonmoth Castellan actually generated Skeleton Champion. Well, short-lived Rumor Profiteer and short-lived Skeleton Champion. Oh, what is that? Okay. That's something we don't want. I have 6 Magicka. So I can play... Actually, it has Breakthrough, so it will pass right through the Frost Atronach. That's what I want to do. I'll only be taking 1 damage. My opponent will be summoning a 3/3 whatever cat. The thing is, I can play Alphic Conjurer, and I'll get a Storm Atronach once I consume that Frost Atronach. Wish. Interesting. A generated with a hand cultist. I could play the Sentinel BattleMage, and this will give me an additional Frost Atronach. And it's time to go face. Why? Because we have the power, and I'd rather go for face for 5 damage than just trade my 5/1 Breton Conjurer into the Withered Hand Cultist. Oh man. So it's a very good thing that we actually attacked. Let's get on with Market Bannerman and Daggerfall Mage, in case we will be seeing a guard. So basically, if a guard drops, then I can deal 4 damage easily. Depends how big, small the guard is. What's that? Skumon, the boss, and Mortal Executioner. How to get rid of those? Well, basically, Market Bannerman will give me these options through charged creatures. Let's play an Alpha Conjurer. It has guard, so it'll protect us. And let's consume a Frost Atronach. And then we have it. A Storm Atronach. I don't think there's much my opponent can do right now. Unless some nasty javelins come down, this match is mine. Why? Because the board state dictates it. I have enough damage, reach, to end the game next turn. There's 13 damage only in the Shadow Lane. My turn. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade those field lane creatures. Favorably, of course. I'll use the generated North Hybrids. Goodbye, Commander Boss. Let's place the Tome of Alteration on the market, Bannerman. Another Daggerfall Mage. So we have... how much damage we can do? We can do 10 damage.
This one is in no mood for you.
Okay, we're good. No prophecy. Let's drop the Daggerfall Mage. We have quite a lot in our hand. But with 11 HP, me and my opponent are kind of equal right now. The only problem is the deficit in cards in hands. What's that? Relic Commander. Okay.
I seek the poet god's wisdom.
This should be fun. Because there's no stopping now. Game is over. And I won with a full hand. Full house. Let's play one more and then it's bedtime. And we're in game number 3. Just placed my my phone to charge a bit, just so we don't get shut down mid-match. We don't have this guy on our friends list, but surely I remember it could be a user with a similar name. But I remember having him in on friends list. Oh well. Wow. Okay. So we have a... oh boy. See, now this is when consistency comes back and bites you in the ass. Oh my god, I got all 3 Alpha Conjurers in the first 3 turns. Actually in the first 2 turns, because I got 1 in my hand and 2 in the upcoming turns. Ouch. Let's hope it'll trade. Looks like a consume scout. First glance. I think I have a lot of silence.
This one will be going, yes.
Oh, Shakaje, bless your soul.
What? What was that line, Shakaje? What? What did you say, mate? So it's Wax and Wane combined with Consume, maybe. I'll just trade into that and summon a Breton Conjurer. I'm very confident my opponent is not running Drain Vitalities. Okay. That was unexpected. Now, we can't trade our Breton Conjurer into the Dune Smuggler, but we can shackle something using Shrieking Harpy.
All too simple. We must remain steadfast.
This should take care of it. Did not trade into the Shrieking Harpy. That's something.
Khajiit is going to enjoy.
Tough call. How should we deal with all of this? Oh my god. Think. I'll play Alpha Conjurer in the Shadow lane, thereby trading the Breton Conjurer into the Dune Smuggler will force the Frost Atronach to spawn in the field lane. That's the only big thing that I managed to come up with right now. That 5/5 guard is kind of ruining my opponent's plans, which is good.
Be silent. A blight on you, Dark Lord.
Lightning bolt. Curious to see what my opponent will summon next. Starting to develop a board. Like, I'm not gonna concede this. Okay. So that one consumes creatures just to stay alive. Let's play another Alpha Conjurer. Since we had 3 of them. 3. In the first 2 turns. Okay. So we're gonna trade into that, and we're gonna end our turn. I don't want to give my opponent more damage. Okay, I can silence something, and can also do like a 1 damage sweep of a lane thanks to Skaven Pyromancer. And my opponent drops down yet another consume card, so it's Wax and Wane combined. Consume Unglim. Have just 8 HP left. 8. And I'm completely dead. And that's a full lane of creatures. That's 5, 3, 4, 4. That's 16 damage. I have no idea if I should push for lethal. Oh, let's try and see how this goes. It's not enough. Let's play Skaven Pyromancer. Should clear up things a bit. So far so good. Let's play another Bone Spinner as well.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
And trade the Storm Atronach. Okay. That thing is still consuming stuff. I don't think that my opponent has an answer, like to push for lethal. Otherwise, I'm guessing he would have taken it. I don't know, like a Cliff Racer, for example.
Even the gods won't hear your screams.
This one must feed.
So, I am down to 1 HP. I did it. Low battery and 1 HP. Now, there is still a possibility that in which I can come on top. Because I have enough creatures to trade favorably into the field lane and just drop this monstrosity of a Lava Agent. And I'll just build stuff around these. Oh, finally! I was about to fall asleep. Opponent is kind of out of cards. Why would he do that? I don't know. Well, I'll have to play it safe and calculate my every move. Why? Because it only takes like a single charge creature, I don't know, with breakthrough, whatever, and it's gone. How many turns can we play with 1 HP?
We must protect the Night Mother. Foolish child.
Okay, that was a... I don't know if I should call it a good attack. Wardcrafter. Let's play the Wardcrafter. And give the Breton Conjurer one more go. That's a Frost H&R. And I will just buff the Alpha Conjurers. This is kind of good. And my opponent concedes while I am at just 1 HP. Achievement unlocked, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!